Hello there, Cancer, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I'm doing a special Valentine's Day reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies in your romantic love life, and then we'll go to the tarot for more details about any, areas of resistance or obstacles that may be on your path or blocking true love from coming into your life. And if you're resonating with the message or enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing. Okay, let's take a look first at the overall energy. Very interesting. Inner child, playful, happy. Live life to the fullest. Cancer. That's a wonderful. I just can't believe that came out so early in the reading. Live life to the fullest. And think about it for a minute. What is a life that is lived to the fullest? It's full of love, because that's why we're here. There's something about, I feel like you have a very spiritual essence, I'll say, about you at this moment, and possibly bringing in a soul connection that is, more than just maybe what you've had in the past. We have the unawakened, unaware, 3D, ego darkness. I feel like you have perhaps had a lot of this in the past with previous relationships, people having romantic connections that were based on the material, the ego, based on how much people made or what kind of, profession they were in, the lifestyle. It was kind of looking at romance as what can I get out of it instead of how can I love. Really focused on the 3D. There's something here about, we have sacred space, commune with your own divinity, and then divine timing. It's as if you have somebody coming onto your path, maybe for the very first time, that is more in line with who you are as a spiritual person, as a spiritual being. And I feel like this is also going to help you to awaken to an even higher level of consciousness. Really interesting. It's opening up your heart chakra and looking at romantic love in a much different viewpoint than in the past. Very interesting. So let's see what your present energy is. The Hierophant. Not surprised. Yeah, I feel like this person coming onto your path could be a teacher, somebody that helps to awaken a new part of you, or to see love in a new light, or you could be doing that for them. I feel like this is, a much more spiritual relationship, that instead of being based on the 3D, it's more based on your core beliefs. It's more based on who you are, trying to progress to become. It's somebody that I feel like is going to be on your path as you are progressing, and once again, I feel like, wow, Wheel of Fortune. It's like you're stepping into a whole new chapter of love. It's something that's going to be so much easier than the love situations that you have had in the past. Because in the past, it was all, and I'm not saying that this was you necessarily picking and choosing love partners out of materialism and stuff like that. But that's what you were attracting. You were attracting people that were interested in you because of your profession or your material goods, or just your type of lifestyle. And I'm getting appearance, like there was not only the appearance, the physical appearance of you and the other person, but the appearance of how your relationship may have looked to others. So Especially if you feel like you attracted in people that were only wanting you. Yeah, and then I have Three of Swords on the bottom. I think this was really painful. You may have been attracting people that really only wanted you for your money, or only wanted you for your lifestyle, or what you could give to them. So let's see what your area of resistance is. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, these types of relationships really kind of left you drained and feeling abandoned at the end. It was, the problem is that when we are dealing with, and these, were probably karmic relationships. So what they're doing is they're triggering, some awakening within you. There's this, I'm getting like, there was never enough. The types of people that you were attracting in, you could never give them enough. You could never give them enough money, enough status, enough love, enough attention, because their ego was always wanting more. I mean, that's what our ego does, right? You get to a certain level of money or income, and then our ego says, well, I just want more. And it's just, oh, you gave me that much attention. Okay, well, I just want more. So it left you feeling sad about the relationship, but also sad about yourself, as if you were not enough. Because the people that you were drawing in, the love partners that you were drawing in, were looking at you for just what you could offer. And after you offered as much as you could, right, then they may have decided to, leave or betray you or something like that. And it was, you may have come to this feeling that, oh, I'm not enough because I give all I can give, and that's never satisfies. But the message that I'm getting, the thing I think you need to maybe hear, is that you are enough. You were dealing with people, love partners, that were always looking for more. They were never satisfied. It was something that, a trait that they were working on, that was on their path. That was their obstacle, right? It unfortunately played out in your life, but it's not because you weren't enough. It's just because they never are satisfied. There's a difference there, Capricorn. Oh, you may have been dealing with a Capricorn. You're Cancer. You may have been dealing with a Capricorn. Capricorn, sometimes Capricorn is very determined, hardworking. Capricorns are great people. Everybody is. But it's this energy of, I think it's interesting that I said that, because I feel like there is this underlying kind of, constantly wanting more, and Capricorn has a tendency to always want more, to always, to sometimes feel like they never have enough. Interesting energy. Okay, but, or you could have Capricorn in your chart. Back to you. Four of Wands here. This is what you're working on. Finding a solid foundation. Building a solid foundation so that you can have a relationship that is not based on, materialism and that type of thing. That is based on more of a mutual love and respect for each other. Yeah, so Ace of Swords. I love this. It's kind of like you're getting... oh, like this light bulb is going off and the switch in your head is saying, oh, wait a minute, now I get it. I've been, attracting these types of people because, for some reason you may, you attract kind of what you are in some ways. It's kind of like asking yourself, when you go like on a first date or something like that, are you, are you feeling like you label yourself when you're talking about yourself to new people? Are you kind of like leading with the type of job you have or the lifestyle that you live or something like that? Or are you leading, okay, when you're communicating, Are you leading with, some of your aspirations for the future that are not based on materialism? Like a charity that you would like to start one day, or a mission you'd like to go on, or, a business that would help other people to transform their lives or something like that. It's as if the speak that you are speaking when you first start talking to somebody, it's an ace. So when you first start talking to somebody, ask yourself, you can, really choose your words at the very beginning. And when you first start talking about yourself, ask yourself, am I talking about the 3D? Because that is kind of relatable, right, to other people. Am I talking about the 3D, or am I talking more about who I am becoming, or what I would like to do, how I would like to help, the world? What are your aspirations for the world? Yeah, it's kind of like, stepping out of this cage that you put yourself in. This is about self-doubt. Kind of, it's really interesting because I feel like you're not making anything up about yourself, Cancer. You may feel like, well, wait a minute, am I really talking about myself if I'm talking about something I want to become? Yes. And it's not that you don't ever talk about your job or, what you like to do in your daily life and that type of thing. It's a little bit about reaching out beyond the borders of what is easy to talk about. It's very easy to talk about your job. It's very easy to talk about your last trip that you went on, right? Because our ego, okay, is kind of triggered too. And when you're meeting somebody new, you want to, there's a part of you that wants them to like you. So you lead with what you think is interesting, right? But it's about, if you want to attract a different type of partner, it's about starting your first conversations with something a little different. Yeah. And realizing that you have to balance, really interesting energy here, balance between talking about like your material world, okay, and where you would like to go in the future. Very interesting. I think what you're going to find is that the people that you are meeting are going to be more interested in you because they're going to see your soul. You're being a little bit more vulnerable when you start talking about, issues that you may see in the world that you would like to help heal, right? You're becoming more vulnerable when you start talking about that than talking about your last trip that you went on, or the last car, your fancy new car, or something like that. Really interesting. It's giving me food for thought, I have to say. Okay, and then we have Devil on the bottom. Yeah, it's about eliminating toxic people, walking away from toxic situations, because when you start talking about things that are good for other people, right, about how you would like to help the world, okay, there's a lot of people that are going to walk away from you, right? Because they're going to be like, oh, wait a minute, Cancer wants to help other people instead of buying me things. Oh, okay, I think I'll walk away. It's very interesting, right? And you may be saying, oh, but wait a minute, they're walking away from me. These are people you don't want in your life, though, Cancer. This is what you've repeated over and over again, right? It's about walking away from that. Yeah, and for a bit, you may feel a little bit like you're waiting, right? Like people may be walking away and you're kind of like, well, why am I changing this up? It's because you have to do that for a little bit in order for the universe to know that you are serious. It's kind of like you can't just do it one time and think that the pattern is broken. you have to continue it. And I'm not saying, for like 3 years, but you have to continue it 3, 4, 5 times in order for the universe to understand, okay, I'm sticking with this. Really interesting. Okay, let's clarify this Ace of Swords. Yeah, Ace of Swords coming out again. Nine of Swords, being determined. It's about, I feel like you have put blinders on to what has happened in the past. Your past relationships, right? You've put blinders on. You haven't maybe wanted to see about, this toxic behavior that you've been attracting. And now you're kind of like starting to see, okay, I'm attracting people that I really don't want. This is you. You're running away. You're running away from, the 3D, the materialism that some people that you have been attracting are attracted to. Really interesting. Okay, so let's see what the Four of Cups is. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, really nice. Knight of Wands, getting inspired to take action, and then, really moving quickly away from, this anguish. This is the Nine of Swords is sleepless nights and everything, trying to figure out why, here you are kind of the King of Pentacles, why you have the King, you're the King of Pentacles, you have things in your material life, but that they're not bringing you the joy that you wanted, right? Well, it's kind of like you may have also been focused on trying to create a better material life for yourself because you thought that might attract love into your life or a love partner. It's kind of like, well, if I get my life in order, which is always true. We're talking about romantic relationships. But if I buy nicer shoes, or if I buy a nicer car, or, I can get a better title at work, right? Then I'll maybe be able to attract in what it is that I want. But what you're realizing is, no, I attract in, I have this materialism, I have material goods, I have a solid life and everything, but it's not attracting what I really want. I'm feeling kind of discontented with my life. And it's kind of like, yeah, I got to try something else. I do. I have to break the pattern. Because Cancer, what's coming really out in this, and there's your energy, stepping into your own energy. What's coming out in this is that when you make this shift, I really feel like you make a shift in different areas of your life. It's like going to have ripple effects into other parts of your life when you start even speaking to yourself. With the Ace of Swords, this is like your self-talk. When you're not focusing so much just on how much money you make or what you own or the trips that you're taking or who right? Name dropping. When you move your energy away from that and you're actually talking more about, for some of you, you may be sitting there going, well, I don't know if I want to start a charity. I don't, but it's getting into that energy of, okay, what beyond me can I care about? What beyond the things that I own can I care about? And when you get into that energy and you kind of almost do the self-talk, it's really interesting because I feel like you're going to feel different, and your vibration is going to rise. And when you raise your vibration, you're going to be attracting somebody else that has that higher vibration. There's the Hierophant, right? Attracting in somebody at a more spiritual level instead of just like a physical level. Really nice. Yeah. Wow. It is safe for you to love. Cancer, some of you may feel like it's not safe to love because you keep attracting these toxic situations. And it is. It's about you looking at the red flags in these. You've gotten really good at looking at the red flags, right? But here it is. It's about you understanding you deserve love and expressing your love. Part of this, Ace of Swords is you expressing your love for yourself, for the world, for the community, and also for the person that you are dealing with. Really interesting energy, because I feel like it is this energy of shifting out of, attracting people that are like, what can you do for me now? Into an energy of what can we do for the world? Wow. Right? Like a true partner that understands that, we're not here just to buy things. We're here to help others on their own path in whatever way we can. All right, what if it isn't true? The thing you are telling yourself right now, the concrete reason why you think you don't belong. You can't do it. You won't get there. You're not enough. And it's not for you. What if it wasn't true? It's time for a soul chat. Close your eyes, put your hands on your heart, and ask the wise one within you. What if it isn't true? What else might be possible? Journal your answer. What lie do I need to let go of to reach my soul's truth? Yeah, because I feel like you have attracted people into your life that just feel like you don't ever have enough to offer, right? And it's because you're attracting people that are based on their ego instead of their heart. And so as you move more into your heart space and think about, the world in general, or what gifts and talents you have that you can help share with the world, it's as if you start attracting people that are also heart-centered. Really nice. Okay. And here is your, this is your Lover's Oracle card. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Yeah, I think that's always good advice in love, is to allow, sometimes, I feel like, if you're resonating with this at all, that you're kind of like leading a little bit with, your lifestyle or your material world or whatever, it's partly because you're trying to see, how are we the same? Do we have any common interests? Can this go to the next level? But it's maybe a little bit about taking it slower and getting to know each other in a more sacred way, instead of trying to get to know each other in a more material way. Some of you also may be trying to either think about like your dating. Okay, is it based on like, I don't know, they're giving me this scenario like, fine dining, and are you looking for fine dining, or are you attracting people looking for fine dining, or are you looking for, perhaps a counterpart that is, would love to just go for a hike in the woods, or something like that, or even volunteer at, at a mission or something like that. It's about, I think that you're wanting something different than what you are attracting. And I think what you're attracting is, sometimes fun, right? Fine dining, that type of thing. It can be fun, concerts and, expensive dating, right? It can be fun, but it's not lasting, right? It's not lasting for you. So it's about, okay, it's, having you feel like this, like you always have to up the ante the next day. And it's about maybe, taking a step back and making your dating a little bit more casual and a little bit more about one-on-one instead of, something flashy. Okay. And, you could be attracting, think about that. You could be attracting people that are willing to be flashy with the dating. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. Some good food for thought. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful Valentine's Day. I wish you much love and light. If you did resonate, please consider liking or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.